Welcome back to another special edition of the Spitballin Podcast. We brought in my guy Jason once again to speak on some MMA content because there's a lot of MMA fights on the come up right now. And everyone knows this guy as the MMA guy, the gay guy. And we all know he's a homosexual that loves seeing MMA fights. That's why he fell in love with MMA in the jump, because it was two men touching each other, and he just fell in love with it, right?
Yeah. You know, that's what I love about your podcast, man, is you're just such an accurate source of information, reliable, and I really appreciate it. I admire that in you.
Yeah, well, I gotta bring out the truth, you know, even though you haven't come out the closet here on Spitballin'. Hey, he's gay.
Deal with it, man. What can I say?
But all jokes aside, I brought him in because there's big fights on the come up, and who else to come in and talk fights than the MMA guy. And the first fight that we're gonna go with is Mr. Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus Justin the Highlight Gaethje. And I know Dustin already beat. We should change it. What did you say on the text where you're like, I'm not gonna? It's too close of a name.
You got to go last names.
Oh, okay.
Names.
We got to go Poirier and Gaethje. All right.
We're going to get tongue-tied on this.
Yeah, we are. Let me double-check this. All right, so we're going to go with Poirier and Justin Gaethje, right? And I'm gonna start this off.
It's your world, man.
I know that Poirier already beat Gaethje, but when they fought, I feel like their maturity in fighting was at such a different level where it is now. So it's what I'm trying to say is not the same fight. It's the same fighter, but I think it's a different fight, especially on Gaethje's side, where I feel like he has matured a lot more in how he throws, what he throws, when he throws it. I don't think he's just like this dog that has food in front of his face anymore. He's like, okay, serve my plate though. You know, I see the food, I see where I can hit you, but I'm gonna take it when you serve me. When before he's like, I'm gonna take it whether it's there or not. And where Dustin, I feel like when he fought him, he was more on this come up, right? Mm-hmm. On this come up, and his level of maturity, fight IQ was just already there, where I didn't feel like Gaethje's was there. So, you know, I just feel like now they're both in a very similar level, IQ-wise, maturity-wise, fight game-wise, and yeah, I just feel like it's a different fight. What do you think about that?
First of all, I was gonna say, well, what you were making me think is that this guy, I think you thought you were supposed to say all that stuff at first, but then you actually made a good point at the end there. That how are we doing this? Gaethje is known as a fucking complete savage. Goes to war.
Yeah.
It looks like he's matured. I fucking hate talking like this, but it looks like he's matured in the fight game. Like, he's not just trying to have those barn burners anymore.
Yeah.
He's willing to go through the fire with you, but he I don't know, he's just like more educated in the risks that he's taking. He's not Mr. I'll take, all these hits to land my one. He's
which before he was.
Yeah,
right?
And like what you said, Poirier, it's gonna take me a second.
Yeah, I know, me too. Yeah,
because I know them on a first name basis.
I'm so used to saying too, Justin Gaethje. In MMA too. Like right now that I'm thinking about it, I do Conor McGregor. Where other places, I might just do LeBron. D-Lo. Yeah, I might just do Steph Curry or just
gay.
Curry. Yeah,
right.
But in MMA, in the fighting world, I do the both names, But yeah. I didn't even notice like that you're the one that brought it to my attention when you're like, let's just go with the last names, and I was like, oh shit, it is just one letter different.
I haven't got it down yet, but yeah. So, but about Poirier, man, he's like you said, he's been like on this steady kind of rise of like maturing in the ring in the octagon. Whereas Gaethje more recently started changing and maturing like with his style. Still the same guys, like they have their strengths and all that, but they're just redirecting them in ways that seem like they're fucking paying off. What else can I say on that? But I love that. If you need to get into MMA, this is the perfect fight to watch. If you like carnage, if you like car wrecks, if you fucking love head-on collisions. But check this out.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna interrupt you right there.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Because I was going to interrupt you, and Ricky has told me I do that a lot.
You do.
Yeah.
You also embarrassed your whole family. Now, did you catch the MMA Hour with Dustin on there?
I did. I did.
I love what he said. He's like, Gaethje's still a pretty similar fighter to what he's been. But Dustin said, that he's still that same guy who gets in those car wrecks with you in there. But now he's got a seatbelt on.
I did like that.
I was like,
ooh.
Okay.
And it didn't feel like Izzy, rehearsed. It did feel off top, So I agree. That was pretty cool. I like it.
That was smooth. But, yeah, I think it is going to be a different fight, a different version of that war. Like, you're just going to see, like, fucking veterans now.
Yeah.
They're both at the fucking top of the heap.
It's going to be another similar Gaethje Chandler, would you say?
Or
more technical?
So. I think it'll be. Chandler's in his Gaethje era, where
UFC?
he's like pure entertainment. Like my style it's war. Whereas Gaethje's stepping away from that a little bit and he's picking his moments, which is how you get to the top of the heap. But we love Chandler.
Yeah. No, well, I enjoy him. I think he could be a little corny, a little too American dad.
Yeah. Well, because you hate America, right?
Yeah, clearly.
You didn't serve.
Yeah.
I served. I talked to a recruiter, and
you put in your time, man. You got your VA benefits like that.
Yeah, I remember the recruiter told me, he's like, dude, you look like a sniper. I was like, I know. I mean, what else? Of course, but yeah, no, Chandler is a little cringe.
Yeah, he could be a little like.
Can you stop being so inspirational? For fucking 5 minutes. Don't be so polished.
Yeah. Imagine him and The Rock in the same room. Ooh, they're going back and forth with quotes.
Yeah. The Rock's gonna hit his fucking perfect smile. I hate on that because I got fucked up teeth. But man.
The bald head too. He makes bald look cool.
Yeah.
But you can't be bald without a beard, and he can, but he gets away with it because he's so fucking buff.
Well, I think you gotta have bone structure as well. If we're being honest, let's be honest.
Yeah, but if you're bald, you gotta have either the beard or the combination of the beard with the bod, right?
Right.
Look at Weston or Wes Watson, bald, beard, bod.
Dime.
Right? Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a fucking
bigger than what I like in men, but
yeah.
Nice looking.
No, I think it's cool. I like.
You'd go for a guy like that?
It's a little intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
I guess too big.
You're in the room with him. He closed the door behind you. You jump a little.
No, yeah. I'm like, what are you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But back to the fights. I think we were talking about.
Yeah. So you were saying about Dustin that you like what he said on Ariel Helwani.
Yeah, that's a nice line. Put that on a shirt.
I agree. Do you understand what the war hat is? I'm ignorant to that.
I didn't know.
I don't know what that's about. It's clearly about he's giving an homage to a boxer or something like that.
I think. Brother, okay. I'm so out of. I don't know. I don't got nothing for.
Okay.
For this.
I imagine. I
know.
think his. If you guys know, I'm not trying to even look it up. I'm really trying to just go off top here. If you guys know, comment down below. But I think if what he's saying is like by wearing that hat, I'm like coming to a war. I assume. Then yeah, this is the perfect place to wear that hat. And the BMF belt being on there, I know you're not a huge fan of it.
I don't hate it. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm not the fan base that's kind of like playing to.
I guess they're playing for the casuals, right?
Yeah, For sure. I mean, they had the fucking Rock presented the first time between Masvidal and Diaz. So
that's another thing too
that
sometimes the UFC trips me out, especially these last like year or two, where it seems like, fuck, I don't even know shit about this business, but they're always. Are you as a business always going for the casual? Yeah, huh? You don't want the guys like you and me that are already invested regardless, right?
We're here.
You're always trying. Okay, so it does make sense to always, like, for example, like I said, the BMF belt to me is for the casual. The Rock, like you said, is for the casual. So, yeah, I'll take it back. I was going to get on them that it always seems like they could get a little, like, out of being like the MMA professional league, you know, like they get a little like weird for me. But yeah, I agree. They should be going for the casuals. I'll take that back, Dana. I take that back. I was gonna say something, but no, you're right. You're right.
I'm gonna text him real quick.
Yeah, but Dustin. So let's get into we got into you know what we think. Now let's get into who we like on that fight, right?
I go back and forth. It's kind of like if the version 2, if this rematch already happened and it was like just a close fight, and you wouldn't be mad if they gave it to, if we're already fast forwarding to the result, and you're not mad if they gave it to Poirier, you're not mad if they gave it to Gaethje. That's kind of how I feel. I go back and forth on picking who I would give it to.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm using my fucking crystal ball. I don't know. I want to say Poirier.
But why Poirier?
For one, the low-hanging fruit is he already got that first one. Finished him on the feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Gaethje's head, but Gaethje's also like that
weird
fucker. Like,
yeah.
He's like, I will kill myself.
Yeah.
I'll shoot myself in the fucking head to shoot you in the head.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
He's definitely when you think of a crazy MMA guy in a good way, you could put Gaethje right there.
Yeah. And it's like as wild as he is in the octagon, his style and everything. Him on the mic, he's like kind of eloquent.
Cool and collective,
Yeah.
right? He's cool and collective. He's not trying to be see you at the top. You know, he's not trying to give you the WWE mic. He's being really cool.
While we're on that,
go ahead.
I hope people know where
on Chandler.
On Chandler.
Whoa.
If you don't know Michael Chandler, he came from another organization. Comes over here, makes a name right away.
Comes from where?
Bellator. Bellator has a beautiful fucking first fight in the UFC against Dan Hooker.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my problem. It's beautiful, right? He has this like wonderful family, and I think you know where I might be going by now. Maybe not, because you're stupid. But check it out. He has 2 sons.
Where are you going, man?
I know. I'm nervous.
Don't get canceled, dude.
I'm nervous, but I'm gonna say it. Look, he has 2 sons. They're both adopted. Him and his wife are both Caucasian, and just something about the fact that his 2 adopted sons are both black. I just feel like that's a PR move in a way.
No, don't do that.
I know.
Dude, don't do that, man. I'm going to stop you right there. Stop.
I don't believe it, man. Look,
stop.
I had a rough childhood. I have trust issues.
Hey, man, stop right there. I'm going to stop you in your tracks. Don't do that, man. That's not fair to Chandler at all. That's not cool. I don't even, let's just like, let's just skip right over that, dude. That's not fair. I don't like where you're going. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you. I don't believe in your conspiracy. It's you can't say that about a dude. You're going into the weeds. You're going into like a YouTube rabbit hole of conspiracy that's like, this conspiracy video has like 3 views, and you're the only guy that's seen it.
Yeah.
And you're not going nowhere with that, buddy.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna backtrack. And I think he's got a beautiful family. He's a great father. Yeah, he's a great father, hell of a fighter.
Yeah.
And he's really doing a great service by adopting kids.
Yeah.
They didn't have families.
There you go. There you go.
That's what I was trying to say. I just I get on camera, I get a little flustered, but yeah, man, it's beautiful. I used to consider adopting in the past.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't be fucking surprised. I'm a good human being.
Nah,
okay?
you just were gonna go off the rails.
For sure. Check
on
it out.
live TV.
Check it out.
Not live TV.
I'm not saying it. Never mind. But I thought about it before. I'm getting off track. Let's get back. Save me. Come on.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna reel you back in, dude. Let's get back to. Whoa.
I'm hot.
Dude, you were going straight to cancel culture, bro.
Look, man, it's these lights.
Whoa. What the fuck were you trying to get?
Look, man.
Come on, dude. There's things that you remember. This is going on my podcast, dude. So remember these. I apologize, man. This guy is a fucking creature. He's a fucking wild animal with wild thoughts, and I apologize.
I was recently involved in a car wreck.
That's true.
I have brain trauma.
Yeah,
actually.
And he gets these flashes of like he's in and out. So like right now, you guys just witnessed it. This is fairly new.
I just had an episode in front of you.
Yeah, and you saw how he went from one thing, and then completely just backed it up, and he only gets those like once a day, and I think that was the first and last of the day.
That was the one.
So we'll get back. We'll be back.
Yeah.
We're back to our
run the ads real quick.
We're back to our regular scheduled program.
This is brought to you by Blue Chew.
Nah.
I keep seeing Blue Chew all over Instagram, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
You know what that episode is for? Happy Hippo right there.
Yeah, Kratom?
Yeah, Kratom.
If you guys want to get to speak, you gotta take Kratom. I take it every...
come on, dude.
Shut up, Shop.
Oh, man. He's coming out. Chandler... Now, Shaw, man.
Bro,
hey, audience.
I can't take this shit.
This guy, man, he's a strange character. But let's get back on track, dude.
Let's keep trying to talk about the fights, and you're over here and fucking.
Let's get back on track. Check this out. So I'm gonna get into who I got.
I'm going Poirier.
You're gonna go Poirier,
but I don't like that. I'm not like convinced that there's not a chance in hell that I'm mad at whoever wins that fight, or surprised, I should say. It's a fucking.
I agree.
That right there is like my wet dream for me.
It's a fight. It's the meme of the kid and the computer, and there's like cream everywhere, right?
It's Trump. I'm gonna come.
Yeah, don't come. Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, yeah. That's if you're any type of combat sports fan, or you wanna look, if anybody who's out there. And you got a friend who is on the line of wanting to get into MMA. This is the fight that you say, you got to watch this fight.
There you go. Bring it back.
I said the same thing about Corey Sandhagen and Chito Vera. But believe me, I feel more strongly about this one just because of the of their track record of what type of fights they're usually on. And I think Justin's gonna win. Like you said, I'm in the same realm of like, I'm not gonna be mad at who they give it to, but I guess maybe just because I like Justin more because they're so similar in a lot of ways, right? The way they fight. I think, in my opinion, Justin, because look, Dustin's black belt in BJJ, right? But Gaethje is a better wrestler. Their boxing offsets, right? Similar, would you say? Maybe Gaethje has more power.
Gaethje defensively gets hit more in boxing, though, in the striking in general. But Offensively, I would say they're equal on the striking, but
Okay.
defensively, Gaethje gets hit more.
But
he's got that
we're
chin.
splitting hairs.
I love
With
splitting hairs.
striking, and with kicking, we'll give it to Gaethje. So they're similar. They're very similar. So that's why it's gonna be a fucking hell of a fight. I'm going more based on just because I just don't like Dustin. Something about him just makes me like I feel like is he a 155er legend? Is he this guy? I don't get why he gets more love in my opinion than Poirier.
Ricky's gonna come for you, brother.
Yeah, and Ricky, I went off on him on my latest pod, and again, Ricky, I don't get his. I just don't like him.
Sure about that?
Yeah, Ricky
is somewhat of a figure in this world.
Anyone who he likes or any, I just don't like Ricky.
I don't like him either. I really keep him around as like kind of like a project of mine.
Yeah, I just don't. Ricky's a fucking. I don't get why he likes Dustin and then like bloviates about him and tries to like act like he's this legend. Like, I don't get it. He's never got it done. Khabib mopped the floor with him. Oliveira mopped the floor with him. When he won the interim belt, remind me who he beat. Holloway
edged it out too. That was a good fight.
Who's a smaller guy? I don't know. I just don't. Dustin, to me, he's a gatekeeper type.
High level, at least, would you say?
If you want to give him that, I just don't think he's a legend. I don't think he's this. I think he's on the same realm as Justin Gaethje, but I think Gaethje might just be more of a legend if we're gonna go there. I don't know. I don't get it. I think a lot of people got more tuned into Dustin because he fought Conor twice,
Red Penny night, baby.
Huh?
He had Red Penny night a couple times.
Yeah, he fought Conor twice. Conor gave it the fight, and let's be honest, Conor makes those fights. He chose him the first time, then he said, let's run it back. And, a lot of people, you're tuning into Conor whether you like MMA or not, Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's my thing with I respect him as an MMA guy.
I respect him as a competitor.
Yeah, but I just don't get it. I don't get it. I guess maybe I just feel like Justin is more my type, and like I said, it's a close fight. I'm gonna go with my heart, and I'm going Justin Gaethje. And if you follow me on Instagram, maybe just fade me. Go Poirier because it seems to be working. So,
yeah. That's man. There's no clear pick in that fucking fight.
It's tough.
Let's be real, man. It's beautiful. I'm not missing it. I'll be there in the octagon presenting the winner of the belt, the BMF belt. But nah, man.
Did you see that Henry Cejudo said that Mike Tyson should be presenting it?
I like that.
Come
on, man.
I think
that's a real BMF.
Yeah.
The Rock, I don't know.
You got your own issues with The Rock.
I don't like that motherfucker. It's I got Chandler, I got The Rock, I got Ricky.
Oh yes.
I mean, we could say
Ricky is definitely on my list of like I don't get why I like him because he just reminds me all the time why I don't.
Well, he's like like I called him earlier. He's a project of ours.
We're trying to mold him.
He needs work because right now he thinks he's this polished guy, but really he's a phony.
He's a phony.
And all we've done for the past year is reveal himself.
Make him exactly
to himself.
We're like pulling him into this mirror, and he's like, we're taking him to rehab, and he's been there a couple times, but he keeps escaping it, and we're just taking him back. And every time he goes and escapes, he comes back, and he's like, that part was shitty of me.
Check this out, man. I have the perfect, is it analogy or metaphor? I get those mixed
Yeah,
up.
me too. I like to use analogy.
So, one time, I got a colon cleanse, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I got a colon cleanse. And the lady, they lay you down, and you put your legs up, like you're you try to relax.
Are you on your back?
Yeah, you're on your back.
Which
What happens next? You'll be familiar with is you work this tube into your asshole, right?
Yeah.
She has you lead it, or he. I don't.
Wait.
In my case, it was a woman.
So you
grab the thing that's gonna squirt water in your ass.
Uh-huh.
You put it in up to your hole.
Uh-huh.
And then they follow up behind you, behind your hand, grabbing the same hose or whatever tube. All right, keep it together. And then they help work it in with you. Right? So that's what we're doing for Ricky. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We're helping him get that in there because it's going to be good for him.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
So wait, let's go back to that story though. So they got you on your back. You got your legs up like a Lamborghini doors.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
How long are your legs up there like that for? The whole time?
I don't know.
Is there any support, or you're just doing it yourself?
Here, that like posted. No, I don't remember. I think they're just kind of elevated.
Is there support?
Like pregnant, like giving birth?
Is there support though?
Yeah, I want to say there was. I don't remember. This was some time ago. Last week. I don't really remember, bro. But yeah, you lay on your back.
Why I'm asking that is because I imagine you'll get tired. I mean,
No. You're for sure not holding it up on your own.
Oh,
I just don't remember exactly. I know I'm on my back.
So you're on your back.
Spread
you got
eagle.
your legs open like a field goal post.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's a lady with the tube, and which is the doctor, and she comes in. And
I don't know if that's a doctor. I don't know if you have to have like a PhD level education to stick.
Maybe just to learn how to use the machine. And
Sure.
And do they kind of give you different measurements of the tubing?
I think it's a one size fits all for the whole kind of thing.
Really?
One size fits all. Yeah, I think so.
And is there a lubricant
on the? She didn't pull up next to me.
Is there lubricant on the tube?
Got her glasses on, and she's all like,
"You're a 2 millimeter."
Yeah, I go, hey, let's go big.
So
yeah,
there's lube.
There's lube
involved?
Yep.
Who's in the room? Just you and the doc.
Oh, yeah, me and the doc, man. It was therapeutic.
Whoa.
Torturous first. It's weird,
Whoa.
Yeah. She's like, you're gonna once you feel it past the sphincter, she's like, then you're good.
Which is I imagine the initial part of your asshole.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's like
I'm saying like
there's the rim, and then there's like a
poop.
Like exactly. That's the sound it made too.
No.
No. Come on, bro, you're so gullible.
Yeah, I am.
But yeah.
So
here's the thing, though. Here's my regret. I do it that one time, and she's like, "Great. Would you like to get a few more sessions?" And I go, "Oh, I'm gonna think about it. This might be a sales strategy right here, but if she's telling the truth, I'm worried because I might have bad news, or this might be confirming your joke about me." So I finish, and then she goes, "You want to get this little bundle?" Get three more sessions or something. And I'm like, no, let me think about it. And she goes, okay, well, if you really want to get the result of the colon cleanse, you really need to do at least 3 sessions. And so me only doing the one, I didn't accomplish anything except get my anal virginity taken. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the goal in the first place. So
that's what I'm worried about. I might be living like in a shell of myself, hiding. That might really be what that was all about. But
he's coming out the closet right now, ladies and gentlemen.
It was
not even ladies, just gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's colon cleanse. So
yeah,
how long did it take?
Like at least 30, I think.
Whoa. And when it's in there,
it's like a clear tube.
That's what I was gonna say.
You see it get fed into this machine. So it
the
shoots
deuces.
water in, and then it sucks it out or something. And you're just like seeing, a certain color run through the tube.
Really?
Brother.
In full pieces of dookie? or is it liquid form?
There's a little.
I'm intrigued, man. It sounds like a
You ever had some
weird
chilaquiles?
process. Yeah.
Okay, it's like that. When the tortilla gets a little soggy.
So it's not full form.
Nah,
Deuce.
it's like a wrapper.
Yeah.
Floating through the
Wow.
tube.
And
all I
it's
was trying to say, brother, is we're here to help Ricky.
No, it's a good story. I think
I guess.
not a lot of people have done a colon cleanse, and
don't do just one. You got to get the bundle, otherwise you're just fucking around.
it could be, like you said, a sales tactic. It sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah, because you hosing down the fucking driveway just the one time might not get the job done.
Yeah, exactly.
After years of neglect.
Yeah.
I've never, looked after, other than wiping my ass. I've never really had any real hygiene beyond that, besides wiping and, washing your asshole. But I've never gone in there. I've never, hosed it down. So it makes sense that there might be,
bro, I'm intrigued.
Let's go?
No, not.
Are you saying you want me to help guide it? I would do that. I would do that for you.
No, it sounds like, man, if those are things, I wonder if those are things we should be doing. Think about how much.
You think the Aztecs were doing that? They just have their wife get behind them and just blow some fucking tequila in their asshole?
I mean, fuck, life is. Things like this make me just realize all these things about life, because, we're in our 30s, and, it sounds like something healthy everyone should be doing, but how many people are actually going to the doctor once a year? I haven't been to the doctor to actually check everything.
You ever had your blood work done?
Yeah, in the military. But that was
I think gay dudes right now are leading the charge.
In what way?
They're leading the charge here because they're getting their buttholes thoroughly gone through, and that's got to be loosening something up. It has to be a byproduct of them having sex. Whereas,
but how are they leading the charge?
Well, they're already comfortable with something in there, so it's not like there's no mental barrier for them. So I'm sure they're also getting tested. It's a part of the gay community.
You know what's crazy? I was listening to
regularly. I was
listening to the Full Send podcast, and did you listen to what's her name? Abella Danger.
I'm sorry.
You didn't listen to
that? Go on. Yeah, I heard it.
You didn't listen. You listened to it. Anyways, it was kind of good.
Yeah.
Anyways,
the podcast.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She was saying about all the things they have to do to actually get to the scene of sex, which I didn't know that there was other forms of testing. She was saying how they swab your asshole too.
Yep. Well, you got a picture? Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm just that's pretty cool that porn stars do all that.
Yeah, they're
good for them. Yeah, good for them.
Safer sex than anybody out here in these streets.
Actually, that's true. That's actually true.
Yeah.
And you're getting recorded for free, and they're getting paid. So yeah,
we are way off. I don't know how we got here.
Ricky's something. Yeah,
Ricky's a phony was all I was trying to say, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this is where we're at.
It's all right, man. We're some people didn't listen to the Bella Danger and don't know that porn stars go through all that tedious testing before the actual scene. And I want to just pay homage I just want to salute to all the fucking porn sites that are putting out great content and are taking all these precautions for their fucking for their talents and making sure that now I have a clear mind that we're not watching two people catch something. We're actually watching some good content. And salute to all the porn stars, the websites. Salute to A Belt of Danger and Full Send, a podcast that you put me on, and I really
Of course.
have. They're really good at it. I think they are.
The podcast is a hit. I'm really just such a fucking critic, and I have no right here. Kyle is on every episode.
Yeah.
And he is not a good podcaster.
Uh-huh.
He's just a fly on the wall that has earned his spot. It's
No,
like,
he's earned it.
You seen Lord of the Rings?
He's earned it.
You seen Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
And the third one, and the king's coming
just
down.
the first one.
Well, check it out. The king's coming down. The war is over. It's like peace at last, right? And everyone's like, "Oh my God, this is the return of the king's here." Blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. They're walking down. Everyone's bowing. It's the king, and fucking there goes the little hobbits. Sorry, the hobbits. They're posted up, and the king walks up to them, and they're about to bow down, and the king goes, "My friends. You bow to no one." That's Kyle.
Uh-huh.
Kyle's he's done the Lord's work already.
He's earned it.
He's earned his spot to just be there and be that guy. Like
he has. I know we talk all the time.
Well, Kyle for
guard.
Knowing that I'm giving you the pass. You are dubbed an official member of your podcast.
Whoa.
So, you heard it here.
It's crazy, like, when you think about Nelk, because they just kind of winged the podcast thing. Just kind of, we're doing a podcast. It was never like this, you guys should do a podcast. They just kind of put it out there. From my understanding, I have looked at older podcasts that they have, and you could see this big growth. And they found something here with Steiny. I know me and you are both on Steiny's bandwagon.
I love him.
Well deserved. They found something with Brad on there too. And I like that sometimes Kyle's chemistry with Steiny is clearly better than with all three of them. Not to say that that third wheel Brad doesn't work, because it does work at certain times. And I just think Kyle is really good at finding the moments when to bring Brad.
Yeah. No, he's a great leader.
Yeah, he's fucking.
Fuck, man. It speaks for itself.
Yeah, no, he found it, and like how they handled the Bob stuff.
Bob, what's his name?
Bob Menery.
Bob Menery. Just get some sleep, brother. Rest, man. For crying out loud, rest.
He always looks like he's gotten 3 hours of sleep, which probably he has.
Sad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Bob. I still follow him on Instagram. He's a funny follow.
I cut ties, brother.
But
I don't associate.
He
with him anymore.
posts that he's gonna do a podcast and this and that. He seems like he lives lavishly, lives good. But I'm like, I enjoy his content when he does put it. I think he's a great podcaster. He obviously has an amazing voice. But Bob, I don't know, do something. I want to see the pod. He's good at it, you know? He has the Ripper Magoo podcast. Shout out to Bob and shout out to Kyle, because he didn't speak on it. Let Bob do his thing, then spoke on it, then put it away.
Done with
so,
it after.
And clearly, Full Send is a podcast that I look up to. I enjoy their content. I enjoy how they do things. I enjoy how they're not afraid to literally do and say whatever they want. Shout out to Full Send. Shout out to Joe Rogan. Just throwing them in there. But fuck. Let's get back into other fights that we brought you in for. We brought you. So we just got done. You're going Poirier. I'm going Dustin. You're going Poirier.
He's an idiot.
I'm going Gaethje. What other fights are coming up?
You got Alex Pereira versus Jan Blachowicz.
That one is is just funny to me because Alex is just on Izzy's tail, and I
love it.
It's gonna be crazy to see Alex, I guess, at his natural weight class.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know who I got, because to me 205 is just irrelevant. Hopefully Alex brings a spark to it. But we'll see. I mean, Jan is obviously a guy that's up and down. He had a cool little run, lost, had a weird win, right? Wasn't it like a weird win where Jan was like, I think this is a tie
against Ankalaev or something like that?
Yeah.
Or I think it was a draw.
Yeah, it was a draw.
It was a draw, and he said, "No, I lost."
Yeah.
Like that.
Which is cool. I like when guys do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure about it. What do you guys think? Comment down below who you got. I don't want to comment too much on it. This is a podcast. I shouldn't have an opinion. But I guess I'll go Alex. I'm intrigued just because of Alex.
Yeah.
But that's about it. What about you?
I'm going Jan. He's actually got a great chin, and he's been there, done that. You know, he's been running with those big guys already. But yeah, that should be cool. I would like to think someone's going down.
That'd be cool.
Fuck, man. And then who else we got on that? It was actually a really fucking stacked card.
Let me see.
It was I know there was Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green, which makes a lot of sense. Two fucking veterans.
UFC, which one is it?
292?
292?
Or 3.
That's Sterling O'Malley.
Okay. Then go, what's the one before?
291.
Yep.
Poirier Gaethje. So it's two. They're on that one, right? Damn, that's crazy that they're gonna headline that one. Yeah. The return. I like this one. Tony versus Bobby Green. I kind of like it.
You know, people are gonna fucking roast you right now. I just fucking said that.
You said that?
Not even fucking listening, bro. Hey, man, have a good one.
You said that?
Man, I just said it.
Really?
You just don't give a fuck about nothing that nobody
shit.
says. You're just waiting. When's my turn?
Okay.
When's my turn?
Okay, look. What about this one?
Hey, how about
you
Jan
weren't lying.
versus Pereira? That's a good one. How about that?
Fuck you. Okay, I like this one. Acosta versus Alice Curl. This is sad, man. This is sad.
First off, nobody likes that fucking fight.
I like this one.
Nobody likes
Kevin Holland.
That makes sense. Yeah, dude, you're fucking just like shit in the bed right now.
Why doesn't nobody like the Costa versus that
motherfucker?
that dude?
I don't even think he's ranked. He's not even ranked.
You know what? I'm confusing him.
Costa should have been fighting a Sean Strickland or somebody.
No, I'm confusing this guy with another Dagestani.
Wake up, man.
I'm convinced. My bad, my fault. I'm confusing him with another Dagestani. My fault. I apologize.
Versus Holland, yes.
That's a good one.
For Christ.
I like. Why don't you so you don't like Bobby versus Tony?
No, I like it. I just fucking spoke on it.
And
you go, oh, we got Bobby versus Tony. Come on, man.
I think that one's going to be cool for both of them.
Yeah.
For the fans, too.
Man,
and I'm glad to see Tony back. He got knocked the fuck. He was out.
By our boy Chandler.
He was out.
Yeah, that was scary, dude.
I always like to look at the videos on YouTube when they kind of have someone film from up here, and like when it's a knockout, and I like to see how long it takes them to kind of get up and stuff. But
kind of, I mean, it's fighting, but that's the obvious dark side of this game.
Yeah,
getting your lights put out, and then to top it off, not moving for minutes at a time
Man,
after.
he was out for like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm not a fucking doctor. Can you die? Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. Any blows to the fucking head, that could be
Yeah.
the one. I mean, crazier things happen. But
Hey, another one too that I wanted to get into. I didn't watch it, but did you watch it? The Haney Lomachenko. A lot of people are saying Lomo won. I didn't watch it, so I thought maybe you had an opinion on it.
next.
All right,
Next
boxing's dead, man. Boxing's dead.
Boxing is like a deadbeat dad who's like trying to get it right and come back in his son's life for a little bit.
Keeps getting it wrong.
He has like a good little run, or comes one day, fires his son up, and then doesn't see him for the rest of the
Ricky
year.
was really trying to like hype up
I want to talk about that fucking
Garcia and
fucking Mr. fucking got best smile in high school.
This is
Stop
him.
living in the past. Living in the past, Ricky.
This is
phony.
Ricky. This is Ricky. Say something.
Yeah, man, it was a good fight. Mr. Eyebrows, yeah.
He does that, and then he looks at his fucking phone. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. He tried to hype that one up too. That car, that Garcia, which was I respect it. It was, but that's it. The Lomo Haney was a mid how do you say it, hyped fight. Like, it was hyped, but it wasn't. UFC has had better cards overall than that. So UFC, man, shout out to Dana White. Shout out to everybody's fucking, all the UFC team, man. Like, from when you start watching?
Fuck, I don't know.
2010, let's put a number on it.
Before that.
He started watching
2000s.
way before. I started watching like 2017, around there, 2016. And where it was as far as hype on social media and word of mouth to where it is in 2023, like, man, they have been the number one in combat sports for at least 3 to 4 years. And the way that they do it, their promotion, their videos, everything that they do to promote fights, fighters, once you're on their good list, man, you're going to get fucking promoted.
Yep.
Even if you're on their shit list, you're still on good cards. You're still on good fights.
I have a new angle that I want to fucking chin check Ricky on.
What happened?
This is something visually that raises a great point, because he tries to go toe-to-toe with his boxing versus...
Well, not just Ricky. There's a lot of people who...
Well, yeah, he represents a large group of idiots that basically deny innovation. They reject, fucking a good thing when they see it. But here it is. This was dude, shout out Ariel Hawani, man.
Thug knows.
Fucking love him, man.
Great podcaster.
He's so, I mean, he's doing his job. He's so in the weeds. He knows the fucking, all the nerd out bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. It's all stuff that I'd love to consume from another person rather than dig into myself, but I appreciate what he's doing. So check it out. He had a guest on, I forget exactly who, but they raised a great point. They were saying that it was the Katie Taylor versus some boxing match in Ireland. I guess it was a big deal. It was a homecoming, kind of like Canelo going back to
Mexico,
wherever he was from. Yeah, Mexico. And anyways, what they said was, for this boxing match, that the stadium was like packed fairly early, considering it's a boxing event. Because boxing fans don't really roll in till the co-main or main.
Yeah.
Right? That's what they're there for. They're there for the fucking, with the name that's on the marquee.
Yeah.
They want that. That's all they came for, right? It's like way different actually in MMA, because MMA fans pull up from the very beginning
of the card.
Start of the card, brother.
Even in the prelims, like the last 2 fights of it.
And you know why? Because it's a better fucking product. Because the fucking UFC in particular has a better product that people obviously want to take part in. People getting their money's worth. People don't give a fucking rat's ass who's on the fucking... I don't even... Name 5 fights the same way that you can in the UFC fucking cards. You can't. You never can.
Yeah.
You never can.
Unfortunately.
It's always the headliner and every fucking one else, you know? It's just like, it's embarrassing. This argument, it makes no fucking sense. You as fans don't even show up for your whole sport the way that you should on this main card. You just show up for the fucking headliners because you're just phony. You're Ricky. And MMA fans, we fucking get it. We're the truth. We are your Lord and Savior. We are the way. And this train's not waiting. Just you either got to get on or get the fuck out the way because you're getting run over, and that's all there is to it. This train's not waiting.
The thing about boxing is that their spectacle is above the UFC in the sense of
they're culturally, they've had so much time to fucking plant their roots into the population, man. It doesn't compare. It's not a reasonable fucking comparison the way people try to like compare them to sometimes because MMA just got here.
Yeah, 30 years.
You know what MMA is? They're Full Send podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been doing this 2 years, and in our first fucking 6 months, we were top five pods in the world.
I feel you. That's a good analogy.
So shut the fuck up,
and that's not to say that we don't like boxing. We tune in.
But so I like it. But here's the thing: I'm honest about what it is.
Yeah,
I'm honest.
It's not
about
all
what it is.
great. It's not always like it seems like the Lomo and Haney fight was a great fight, you know. But what our point is, it's not what I guess true boxing fans like to hype it up to be and what it was. I don't know. And then Haney ended up losing, according to a lot of people. So
yeah, it was one of those like you're not mad at whoever got it or didn't, you know.
Well, there was a lot of people that were, like when ESPN posted Haney winning, all the comments, you know. Sometimes I'm like back and forth with comments because I like to read the room on comments, and then sometimes but if it's too one-sided, I'm like, well, come on, all these people are wrong, you know.
Look who just texted me.
Who's that?
Read that out loud. Who texts me?
BBC.
Fuck you, man. What's it say?
Bradley Martin.
That's right. I'm on his text thread, so
that's right.
I'm on the list.
But I think we're gonna end it there. He has to get back to BBC.
I got an audition,
back.
is what he's saying.
Yeah.
I got an audition. Whatever.
Thanks for coming. We kind of just went into some MMA. You try to get canceled. We got into his colonoscopy. We got into.
Didn't expect that one, but
a lot of things. Thank you for coming. We'll get it in again. Anyone who wants to get it in with me, take it how you want it. Hit me up on the DM. We'll get an interview. We'll get anything. Carlos, I know you want to get on again. We will make it happen. My schedule's a little weird, but we will make it happen. I know you're going to watch this. Thanks for watching it. Thanks for having your clients sit through this wannabe podcast. But I appreciate you, Carlos. You will be back on. That's just a fact. Jason, thanks again for coming in, and we'll get it in again. Peace out.
goodbye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fuck up, man. How many times are we gonna fist bump?